Hey, welcome back. So you want to know entirely how much a leopard gecko is going to cost you before committing to wanting one. My name's Kyle, and this is my happy, healthy leopard gecko, Dragon. Will owning a little buddy like Dragon be worth it to you? Let's find out. As a disclaimer, this is a general guide, so you may be able to find things cheaper than what's listed here. Buying the terrarium is going to be the first chunk of change that you're going to have to throw in. A 25-gallon terrarium that opens outward is going to cost you about $200. You'll also need a stand to put it on, which is going to tack on another $25. Has that scared you off yet? No? Alright, good. Next, you're going to need a lot of small little trinkets that add up to quite a bit. You'll need a digital thermometer, water conditioner. You're going to need an under-tank heater, a minimum of 3 hides. You'll need some calcium and vitamins, a water bowl, 2 calcium bowls, and a vitamins bowl. You'll need reptile carpet as well as some decorations that add to the appeal of your tank. All these things are going to add up to about $150. The expense of your leopard gecko is up to you. Leopard geckos can be purchased at a pet store like PetSmart or Petco for around $30. This is where I got Dragon. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Dragon, and I wouldn't trade him for anything. However, had I known my options beforehand, I would have gotten a leopard gecko at a local reptile shop. These geckos are treated better and taken care of by people who know what they're doing. These local shops more often than not actually hire people with an interest in reptiles rather than an interest in trading their time for money. The geckos at stores like these, however, are therefore more expensive, and they range all the way up to hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Most likely, you'll find some really cool leopard geckos at the $120 price point. These leopard geckos will be hatchlings with exotic color assortments and fun personalities that are definitely worth the price. Now we have the enclosure full of stuff with a leopard gecko inside. So we're all done, we got everything bought, we're done spending, right? No, wrong. Now begins the monthly cost of our gecko. However, before we begin, I would like to talk about how much everything costed so far. The enclosure and the required things that you need to buy brings the total price up to about $375. Throw in the idea of taxes and you're at $400. Now, this is the biggest reason why pet owners end up killing their leopard geckos. They cheap out on things that should be essential to the gecko's well-being. If you don't have the dime to spend for the things, well, then you just shouldn't get a leopard gecko. Depending on what you choose for which gecko that you want, your average pricing will be around $450. Now for the monthly costs. About 2 to 3 times a month, you're going to have to buy insect feeders for your leopard gecko. Now, these are quite cheap and they don't really amount to anything, so it's like having a Netflix subscription that you can never cancel. Otherwise your leopard gecko is going to die. And the second monthly cost comes down to your electricity bill. Now listen up, because this may come as a shock for you. I haven't noticed a single change in my energy bill since getting a leopard gecko. In fact, I've got several tanks here that both use heaters. This one actually also uses 2 filters. And I have yet to see any noticeable change in my electricity bill. Therefore, with just the cost of feeders every month, it comes out to around $10 a month. For a total of $450 and a reoccurring $10 a month, you can own your very own leopard geckos. After they warm up to you, these little goblins can be very interactive and enjoy communicating with you via body language. They can be held, watched, and they're a lot cleaner than bearded dragons. I hear those poop everywhere. Not leopard geckos. They always relieve themselves in the same spot. They come potty trained. Are you thinking about getting a leopard gecko? What's stopping you? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you for watching. See you next time. If you like my content, leave a like and subscribe. It tells YouTube that my little channel deserves to be recommended. Later.